Wow, look at all this wood. Why do I need all this in July for? Hey guys, Dennis here. I wasn't going to do a firewood video in July, but there's 2 cords here dumped on my grass. You're probably wondering why. Why would you want that in July? Actually, the guy that I get wood from, I went to go see him sometime in May there when those fires were just before they started. And I said, I want to get the 4 cords ordered early just so I have it for the winter coming up. Because, you know, like during the winter of this last one, I said, can I get another cord? He said he was all sold out. So I said, I want to pre-order. He said, okay. Come by in a couple weeks and we can start loading. Then all the fires came, you know, a lot of you know that, the forest fires in the area here. And there's still forest fires in the north, but not quite in our area. So we're grateful for that, for all the rain we had and everything. But I kind of let that go for a while, and I thought, well, I'll get the wood later. I was worried about the place burning down, not firewood. But you know, you have to plan ahead for everything. You just can't all of a sudden one day, oh, I need some firewood, like in 3 months from now, and then he says, I don't got any. So anyways, they sent me a message the other night and said, we're coming over with a load of wood. And I thought, I haven't seen him for over a month. I didn't say bring no wood over. So I called them and said, yeah, okay, but I didn't know you're coming now. They said, no, we have it all loaded for you and want to start bringing it. Okay, so they brought it and dumped it. And I said, oh, well, you want to bring more? Yeah, I want to do another load. And I said, sure, but I was going to call you and set that up. And they said, well, we're doing some work on our garage and we need to move all the wood that we've been splitting and everything is by our garage, our big shed they have there. We've got to get it away. So we thought we'd start calling customers and just loading it up and bringing it. So that's why all this is here. So there's 2 full cords here. I said dump it right here. And then I even covered it with tarps because we got some rain the night that this was delivered. And I thought, yeah, a little bit of rain might not hurt. What if it's pouring all night? So I thought, I'll cover it. I'm glad I did because it didn't get wet at all. But I have to get all this in here. Let's go take a peek. This is where I keep all the wood usually. This is a supply. We cut down trees ourselves, and this is what was left. We have a nice supply to start for the next wood burning season. And here's some poplar that's way over a year old now that we cut a tree down that we had to, and this stuff's ready. So I got to prepare all this now, get some pallets down, and I'm not going to stack the wood. There's a supervisor. I'm not going to stack, I'm just going to chuck it in right now because I'm way too busy. And in this screen covered place, this tent, there's tons of mosquitoes in the shade here. So I'm going to have to wear a bug jacket even, because normally I would do this in October and the bugs are pretty well gone, but I got to move. I'm probably going to move a bunch of this because I'm just going to put it in the back side there. Put a bunch of that wood. I'm just going to chuck it in for now because I don't got time to stack it properly. But I got to wear the bug jacket because it's so bad here now. In the evenings it's just horrible, guys. You can't even, you got to run out and run back in. But when the sun's out in the day and it's warmer, they're manageable. But when you get in here, they're hiding in here. So anyways, I got to chuck that in, and that's why I'm doing this video. I thought I'd show you why do I have so much wood in July for? What do I need it now for? Well, he wanted to bring it, so, and I'm going to need it later, so why not? So this is all nice, dry, seasoned wood. He has lots of it, so I'm going to get 2 more cords. But I have to go out of town, and I told him I'm going to get this in there, and then you guys just come and dump a couple more loads here. And then when I get back, I'll throw the rest in, or maybe I can try and stack when I got more time. So when I got some of this in there, I'll show you how it's looking. Before I get started, I might as well show you my bug jacket. I have to wear this inside there because they're hiding in there and they'll chew me to bits. Actually, my wife the other night got really chewed up. We have just a hat one, like just wearing a hat, and somehow the bugs got underneath. They were chewing her face and neck and everything. So I went and looked for something like this, and they had a couple left. So I should have bought 2. I only bought 1. But it's a full jacket. All the arms are covered, and right down there's an elastic banded waist there at the bottom of the jacket. Maybe good to get one with pants too. But anyways, I gotta wear the coat, and I thought I'd show you guys. Like once it gets to, like, not even before the sun is even setting, but when it's getting lower, the bugs are just nasty out here. So you gotta wear something like this, and in July for sure up here. So hopefully next month will be a little better. But I'll show you how I'm doing with the wood in a little bit, so you can see how much I got in there. I'm just chucking it now. It's so hard. I'm just sweating. I'm like a goose on the stove. I feel so hot. Yeah, I'm just sweating. And it's warm too here, and it's humid a bit. But I can't wear the costume. I'm just totally overheating. I'll never get this done, so I'm gonna have to put a little bug spray on and then just keep moving, keep chucking them, and hopefully the bugs stay off me. But I'll be from out here. I'll be doing it, just throwing them in, and I'm not stacking them because I don't got no time, guys. I got so much going on right now that I got to get this in there. He's bringing 2 more in a couple days, and I got to make room. So I'm just chucking it in, and I don't know if I'll stack it later or what I'll do, but it's too soon. Usually we do this in October, but he wanted to get closer to his shed. Because I said, I'll prepay you. Just keep the wood you have there for me. Remember me, I'll pay you. I'll give you a deposit or something. And he said, yeah, but then he wants to get it out of there, like I said, because he wants to do some work to his garage. So now I got to suffer in July with the heat and the bugs. So eventually this will be in there, and that's how I'll end the video. Whew. Well, it's a couple hours later, guys. I'm not done though. Look at that load. That's the new stuff. This is the stuff I already had. I'm going to remove this and take it into the screen room. Not today. And these are some longer pieces. He told me some are a little long, and I got to cut these. They won't fit in the wood stove. So yeah, that's what I've done. And that's what's left. This is a couple hours later, and I've taken a couple breaks, and it's hard. Yeah, if you don't know what work is, or you think you do, come and chuck 2 cords of firewood when it's 75 Fahrenheit, 50% humidity. And I had to take off the bug costume, but I put some bug spray on. This will see what you're made of. Try this out. Chuck this, and I got 2 more cords coming next week. I decided not to stack them nicely. I'm just throwing them in because it's too much. I wasn't ready for it. So there's all kinds of bugs here biting me while I'm filming. So I'm going to finish it off. Just wanted to show you where I am about 2 hours later. All done, guys. There's the supervisor. She was sleeping while I was doing this. There's the pup. She has her role here. She scares everyone away. Look at this. That's 2 cords of wood. It's not nicely stacked like I would like it. Because if I do the same thing with the next one, it's going to be at the doorway here, and this winter snow goes right to about there. So what I'm going to have to do is clean it up a bit later on. Later in the season, maybe I'll put a rail against that, like a pallet or something, stand it up, and then just square it off to there. But I'll get it in here somehow. Yeah, there she is. It's all done. Wow. Well, guys, I'm really sweating, and the bugs are starting to get nasty now. That's why I had to rush with this, because you can't do this in the evening at all. In the fall when I do it, I could be 10 o'clock at night out here. I put a flashlight in here, like a lantern, and it's nice and cool, and it's not bad. I could even put a radio, some tunes. When it's like this, it's getting close to the end of the day now, and they're getting bad. I got to cut the lawn now next. So, but I'm going to be on the tractor running it as hard as it goes. So give me a big thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you ever worked like this. This is not a summer job, you know, this is a fall or winter job. I should be selling ice cream or beer at a beer garden or something. So, anyways, hope you got something out of this, had some fun. And let me know if you sweat your ass off too sometime. See you in the next one.